As a real musician, I'm constantly insulted by all the producers out there who just hold down a key on a MIDI controller and call it a vibe in music. So today we're fighting back because I'll be holding down at least 2 notes on a MIDI controller and calling it music. I'm gonna walk you through the process of just kind of building a track. If you've seen any of the recent videos, I have a band now with my friend Lilu. She lives in New York. I'm in Florida / Los Angeles, back and forth a lot. So really writing music together long distance can be a challenge. So how we're gonna do this is she just sent me like a splice loop to work over, and I'm just gonna import it into Logic, and we're gonna go through just kind of the entire process. So doing this from scratch. All I have right now is an Arturia keyboard MIDI controller. I wish I had my full piano, but I don't really have that right now. And I'm just gonna be using some plugins. Maybe we'll get to the guitar stuff. But yeah, here it is, here's Logic. I'm just gonna do create a new track. This is gonna be, all my default settings are in here, so it's at 48K, etc., etc. She has sent me 3 loops to choose from. So I'm just gonna take this 3rd loop. Cool, sounds good to me. I'm just gonna drop and drag this into Logic. So I think the loop was in 44.1, as a lot of splice loops are. So we're gonna convert that into 48, and here's what we got. Now, it's not gonna default add the tempo because of the way that it's set up. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the track that it's on. I'm gonna go to metering, BPM counter. You just put this plugin on, and then it'll read it. All right, 95. So that loop is in 95 BPM. So we got that. We can take this down. Now I'm gonna add an instrument. One thing that I've been dying to try is this new Arturia lo-fi vibe. So let's go to here, Arturia Pure Lo-Fi. I wanna check this out. I've been meaning to kind of make some music with this. This is super, super cool. I've seen a couple videos. My buddy Tyler did a video on this, and here we go. Let's see what we got. I'm all about the lo-fi, especially just kind of building like background pad type track stuff. So let's just go through a couple presets until I find something I like. Oh, the pad. Why not? Let's add this, let's put the, let's just start jamming over, see what we can get. So we're gonna do something in the key of F major. So maybe this would be like a F major to A minor, F major to D minor. Let's do it. So first I'm gonna go to the corner here. In Logic, I can just drag that to the right, and that'll just loop. That is probably enough to get a decent sounding loop going on. Love it. So we can just open that up. Command A highlights all of them. Let's snap this to the nearest 8th note. Make sure that loop's okay. I don't like it at all. Let's unquantize it. So what I like to do is, usually there's a little bit of play in the second one. So for the first chord, I'll snap the first chord. Sounds so good. This lo-fi thing is awesome. Yeah, I like where the third chord was. I like the vibe. Cool. So just a little bit ahead of the beat in certain parts on the pad there. Let's just loop that. Keep it going. Let's make a new track. Let's do let's find some kind of like bass vibe for. Through that, we're gonna stick with lo-fi. We're gonna keep it going on the pure lo-fi. Let's check out. The cool thing is you can sort by bass right here. 808 buzz. I wonder what that is. Ooh. It's too flabby. That's interesting. Acoustic bass. That's kind of cool. Ooh, I like that a lot. Alright, this is gonna be the one. Sounds like a bass line to me. Let's see if I can loop that one. There we go. All right, we got a bass line. Digging it. Let's make sure that first one is snapped to the one. It's a great sounding bass. All right, so let's save this. What should we save this? Lo-fi madness. Okay, cool. So we got that. We got a little track here. What do we want to do next? Should I add some guitar? Should I put some guitar in? Let's do it. All right, so basically the way that I have this set up is I've got the St. Vincent here, and I'm plugging this into the Headrush Core, and then I've got all that going into my Apogee Duet, and that is the main thing we got going on here. So let's put that in. All right, so chord voicing wise, we're gonna have an F major 7 on top, of course. A minor, 7, and D minor. That's kind of cool. Let's track it. All right, cool. So now I have some guitar. We'll put this to the side. Oh my gosh, just powering right along. Maybe we should do something a little more melodic for something. We got kind of like a good background now. Let's let's keep the lo-fi train going. All right, I want something kind of like leady here, if that makes sense. Ambient master. We gotta go higher. I need something with a better attack to start with. Let's try it. I like that. It's got a lo-fi vibe. All right, let's put it down. It's kind of simple. It might be a little too basic, but it's placeholder. Lilu's gonna work her magic after this, so. All right, so got that. sounds fine. You know what we need? We need a second part. So let's take this. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the first, however many bars this is, highlight all this, cut it. Option C, open up colors. This is gonna be green-ish. This is where we're gonna start making it something different. We'll get rid of this. Let's come up with a different part to go to. This is our original chord progression. F, A minor. All right, so let's talk about what we want to do. We could do B flat. Yup, that's it. Here's what I've decided. B flat major 7. C, G minor, A minor 7. Then sit on B flat major 7. That's going to bring us back to the start. Why not? So in the key of F, F, G, A, B flat. B flat is the 4. We're going 1 to 4, baby. When in doubt, 1 to 4. Don't you love it? Cool, I love it. Oh, you know what? I accidentally recorded the other part too with the lead, which is why it sounded so good. Let's quantize that single note. I love this lo-fi thing. This is so cool. Clean that up. Cool. Let's just cut that off at the start. That's quantized, so we got to make sure that is looking good. For posterity's sake, we will also turn this purple. Of course, it's probably not even the same purple, but whatever. Put it there. Now we have a new part. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the little notes section here. I wonder if you can actually see this because the thing is overlaid. Any good Logic program, you should have the Notes app open and really just write down the chord progression, right? So first one is F, F, A minor, D minor. Part 2 is B flat, major 7. What did I just do? C. G minor, A minor 7, and then a little vamp on B flat. So now we gotta add the bass to that, right? What'd I say? B flat, C. What happens after G minor? A. There we go. So we have another part. Is it on time? Not sure. Could be anybody's guess. But that is the beautiful thing about MIDI. And we're gonna need the guitar again. 2 parts. All right, so what do we got? We got B flat. Good thing I have those. I never see it. Do I want to do regular C? I can even find my pick. Maybe I want to go higher. Why not? So let's punch this. Actually, no, you know what? I'm actually going to make this a separate track. So we got here, here, G, 7. The nice thing is, one of the reasons I wanted to use this as a separate track is because I have such an interesting... There's a lot of effects going on, so I'll tail those off and I'll kind of blend those into each other. But anyways, we got kind of like a sick thing. Let's hear it from the top. Sounds pretty good to me. I wonder if I should actually sync these delay effects. So what is... Let me look this up real quick. Let's ask ChatGPT. What millisecond delay time should I set for a 95 BPM track? 631 milliseconds. So I'm actually gonna redo that after I set this to 631 on my pedal. All right, so this is why it's good to time sync your effects. We're gonna do that again with the delay in perfect timing, even though it was close enough, but we're trying to be professional here. All right, I like it. So I want to keep the first one kind of loose. That's so good. Anyways, stay tuned because I'm gonna send this off to Lilu, see what she can do with this. But we got a pretty banging track right now, all just through like really one plugin, which is kind of amazing. Shout out to Arturia for hooking me up with the plugins and stuff. I'll have an affiliate link in the description if you guys are interested. But I think it's kind of a cool banging track. Let me know what you think and if you like videos like this, because it's a fun way for me to kind of just use Logic a little bit more, kind of just make some music on the fly, and it's a good excuse for me to make stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.